Perhaps one of the most popular forms of discussion I've seen in my line of work are arguments surrounding some aspect of morality. As a humanist, I think a large part of that has to do with the fact that, unlike so many other fields of discussion, and in spite of what some groups say, morality and ethics is a field of discussion anyone can easily take part in, as they do so every day from the moment they are born right up to their final thought. Hi there, my name is Peter or Ethel. I'm a grassroots humanist. That's to say I don't hold to or represent any larger humanist body or organisation. As already stated, the number of times I've responded to some flavour of the moral argument whilst talking to people online really is unquantifiable. I couldn't even begin to hazard a guess, as it happens that frequently. Morality is just one of those very human subjects, so much that some people see ethical discourse as something which separates us from other sentient beings on our pale blue dot that we call Earth. Now, a big part of the discussion, rather wrongfully in my opinion, has been focused on the source of that very morality and what to call it. This is perhaps best summed up in the idea of objective versus subjective, two very charged words which are then used to try and lever one position above the other on the basis of semantics alone. In this, the conversation has been pulled away from the very useful discussion over right and wrong towards a mudslinging match which has very little value in helping day-to-day life. This is in no small part the fault of religions everywhere attempting to make themselves the elite arbiters of true or objective morality, whilst everyone else just needs to shut up and listen to whatever said religion's specific dogma asserts. And for a large part it's been very successful. A lot of people still view morality as a topic of theology rather than one of more neutral philosophy. That's one of the very reasons humanism has grown as a philosophy. It openly challenges everything about said religious privilege and reclaims morality as a conversation every human being from every walk of life should be part of. As for the terms objective and subjective themselves, I find them to be entirely useless in actual discussions about morality. Why, you ask? Well, it all comes down to the definition of the word objective when talking to religious apologists. Either objective is defined as being an external force interwoven into our very universe, in which case the existence of a god or gods is irrelevant, or it simply refers to said god's subjective opinion, in which case said morality differs very little from every dictatorship throughout history. All the theist has done is replace Hitler for God and attach the label of objective, a label they believe gives their ideas of morality more value than others. So, to deny them this fallacious usage of semantics, I simply discard of both objective and subjective altogether. Instead, I refer to it by the more accurate labels of divinely sourced morality versus human sourced morality. Now, many theists will refuse to do so, and that's because without the term objective and what said term is associated with, i.e. fair and just, they don't have the skills to argue why that which is deity sourced is actually superior to that which is human sourced. It steals their argument, or argument I should say. But what moving away from said terms allows us to do is put the focus back on the contents of someone's morality and discuss how one should live their life. And this is important to me as a humanist, as so many religions tell us that genocide, slavery and conquest rape are perfectly okay so long as they are carried out in the name of the specific god or gods of that religion. And the followers of said religion will spend so much time trying to distract the conversation with the definitions of morality that we begin to lose sight of these facts. It's a classic red herring designed to pull the conversation away from an area the theist is not likely to do well in and towards the obscure terminology we could spend hours going in circles over. It really is just a distraction. And all I can say is, don't let them have it. Continue to press the point that honestly, we don't care about what you want to call your morality. If you want to claim that some apparent divine allowance of genocide, slavery, and conquest rape is objectively good, then we reject your objective morality, and we're very happy that we have the ability to do just that. It really is that simple. And from there, we can forward our own moral systems, as secular ethics have been doing for centuries in spite of religious protest. So anyway, those are my views on how these arguments surrounding morality typically go, and how they've generally failed to focus on what's important to us as human beings. I hope you have enjoyed, as it's certainly been a pleasure for me.